Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Web Healer's webinar series. Today, we are talking all things introduction to Facebook Business Suite. Let me see if I can turn this up. Sorry, it's a bit dark here. So last time we talked about setting up and starting your Facebook business page for your practice. And today we'll talk about the business suite, which helps you link your Facebook and your Instagram all in one place to help you manage everything from both business accounts in one place. So if you haven't been to one of these before, welcome. And if you've joined us previously, welcome back. So I'm just going to go over basically how this works. So if you have any questions at all, there is a question and answer box at the bottom. It should be the bottom right of your screen. So at any point during this conversation, feel free to put your questions in there and I'll answer them at the end. Or if you are watching this as a replay, or if you have any questions in the future, feel free to reach out to us on Facebook or Instagram, and we will get any of your questions answered. Sorry. So today's topic, we're going to talk kind of general overview about Facebook Business Suite. And then in the upcoming webinars, we're going to deep dive into specific aspects of it. But this is more of a foundation so you can understand how to link your page, how to set up your business suite to get the most use out of it as an owner. So we're going to talk about what it is, how to link your Instagram and Facebook, the different parts of the business suite and understanding where everything is and how everything works. And then we're going to move on to question and answers. So this is directly from Facebook themselves. So Facebook Business Suite is a relatively new idea for Facebook. So since we all know that Facebook bought Instagram, they wanted to create a one kind of stop platform so that you can manage your Facebook and Instagram all in one place. So they created this to save you time so you can answer and see all your messages, your comments, likes in all one simple place. So they did it basically to save you time and simplify how you can connect with potential customers or clients. So where to access it, once you have your Facebook business page set up, you're just gonna go to the left-hand sidebar and it should be at the top. If not, just scroll down a little bit. But in general, it should be located right at the top now. So then you just click on that and then you will have access to the homepage. So first off, I want to just show you how to kind of link your Facebook and Instagram because that's how everything works. So the reason why you want to connect it is so that you can easily schedule. Now you can schedule all your content across both platforms. You can see the insights, see how your content is performing, and then you can also receive questions, comments, DMs in real time. So just really important before you try to do this, to link the account, you must be an admin of the page. So if you create it, that's not a problem. And then your Instagram page has to be a business page. So you can't link a personal or a creator account yet, at least, to your business suite. So you have to make sure that you are an admin on the Facebook business page and that your Instagram is also a business Instagram. So really easy how to connect them. You would just go to settings on the left side of the business suite once you're already in the business suite. You're going to select Instagram, connect account. This one is important, is that you want to toggle this on because it's normally not, is to allow access to Instagram messages and inbox. So then again, you have one inbox for all of your messages. You can easily check them. And then just click continue, sign into your Instagram. It's going to prompt you to do that to verify it, and then log in. And then if any reason you want to disconnect your page, you just go onto settings, Instagram, and click disconnect and confirm it. So it's pretty simple to set up as long as you are an admin and you do have the correct logins. So this is what you're going to see as soon as you get onto your Facebook Business Suite. This is obviously ours. So this is the homepage. You'll see any recent updates, recent posts, and then if you scroll down, you'll see some basic insights and analytics. One thing that I wanted to mention here is this is actually new. I just saw this the other day, is that you can set goals. So you can write or toggle this on. It's just like 1 to 2 steps of how many Instagram and Facebook posts you want to post weekly. We don't have this on right now because we already have our posts scheduled on an outside app. But if you are going to use Business Suite to plan, this is great, just so then it kind of helps you stay on track and kind of sets a reminder every time you every time you log on to Business Suite, you can see where you are with your weekly goals. So then I'm going to go into these in more detail on the upcoming slides, but notifications, this just houses all your notifications, comments, likes, the inboxes from both your Facebook and Instagram, and you can filter through those. And then you're going to see recent posts and stories. And this is where you can kind of check your analytics as well and see how these are performing. And then the planner. So you can create and schedule content right from here now. I'm not going to be talking about the ads right now because we're focusing more on organic today. And then you're going to have various insights where you can see how this posts are performing across both platforms and what's working well, what isn't, and more tools. And then settings is where you're going to be able to change different page roles and then set up or link your Instagram. So the first one, pretty obvious, it's just notifications. We will see who liked your post, which post across Facebook and Instagram. This one is showing your inbox. So this is something that I actually really like about the Facebook Business Suite. So you can filter easily between Instagram direct messages. This is Messenger for Facebook. And then you can also see recent Facebook and Instagram comments and respond right from here. So like I said, this makes it really easy in one place so that you're never missing any comments. You're not going to have to look back to see where people commented if you missed it a few days ago. It's all right here. And then, so this was a recent conversation. And it's nice because you can also see when you click on a specific conversation, you can see their details, the profile, their Instagram profile bio. And this is something, if you have more than one person managing your page, this is especially useful. But even for yourself, you can add whatever labels you'd like new clients, potential clients, or you can mark it down if it's an important conversation, needs to be, first on the list to address. You don't have to use labels, but it does really help, especially if you have a lot of inquiries or new and existing clients. You kind of just want to make sure that you know who they are when they do message you. And then you can also set up your instant replies. So I'll show you really quick back here if you just click on automated responses. So instant replies and away replies, I think is what it's called actually. They're a bit different. So instant replies, you'll see, is when someone messages you, you can immediately have something that sends it back to them. A lot of times people will say, it'll be more about, like, let's say, these are my opening hours, or you might have, messaged a restaurant. They're like, if you want to book a reservation, check out our website link. It just is something that whenever someone contacts you, you can send out some information to them. But the kicker with this is it will send it out every time someone starts a conversation with you. So if they're just kind of reaching out as a friend, or they're responding to a story, even with just an emoji, then they will get this message from you. So sometimes instant replies don't work across the board because, again, it will send it every time. So that's up to you if you want to use those. But this is where you can set up automated responses and instant replies. And also something with automated responses is you can choose keywords that will trigger different responses. So let's say someone's messaging you like, how can I set up an appointment, or what's your schedule? And you choose those keywords, then it will send out a message to them that maybe links to your booking system or links to more information. So that's something that's great, and it's really easy to set up as well. Facebook just kind of goes through and prompts you to fill out everything. So if you want to set this up, you just click on automated responses, click on, or if you want to create your own, then you click on custom keywords and then kind of set up, choose the keywords and choose the response. They also have a list of suggested presets based on what you told them about your business. So you can easily set these up as well. So that is an instant reply. And another one is, it's kind of like an away message. So you set up the time that you are away from Instagram, your business is not open. So this is great because it keeps communication with people that are messaging you. So they're not messaging you maybe Saturday at 5 p.m. and then waiting for a response for a few days. They're like, why aren't you getting back to me? Especially when people come to your Facebook business page, if they do see a chat box pop up, then they're going to sometimes expect kind of like an instant reply. So this is great to set up, and you can change the timing. Even if you're on vacation or something, this is great as well. But this just tells people when they message you, it's like, thanks for contacting us. We'll get back to you during our normal business hours of whenever, something like that. So this is also what you can set up in automated responses, just so that when people do message you and it's out of your working hours, they know that you will get back to them and they'll know when to expect that response. So your posts and stories, when you click on that, it shows your previous posts and stories across Facebook and Instagram. So you can also filter them between times and look at specifically your Facebook, your feed, and your grid. So this is also a great way. You can schedule it from post and stories or scheduling post. They give you like 2 to 3 ways to actually schedule on here. But one of them is you can create a post or story on post or stories. And you can see how your recent or your archive posts and stories have done based on reach, engagement, reactions, likes. So it's kind of nice to filter through, see what has been working and what placement has been working for your content. And then with scheduling posts, so they have finally kind of, I don't want to say perfected because I haven't really used this as often, but they finally created a place where you can schedule, create content for both Facebook and Instagram. So this is what it looks like just as a basic scheduling platform. So you can choose obviously where you want it, Facebook, Instagram, or both, your text, your media, add location, and then obviously write your caption, your call to action, and then preview it. So like I said, they're trying to make it as easy as possible to do everything in one place. So this is what you'll see when you want to schedule a post. So it's pretty easy to schedule across both platforms now. And then when you click on Planner, even though we don't use Facebook Business Suite, we use Later. If you saw our content creation masterclass or webinar, we did a Later walkthrough actually. But even if you use an outside platform that isn't Facebook Business Suite to schedule it, you will be able to see your previous posts here, which is nice. So if you go on Planner, you can see, obviously we don't have any drafts scheduled here, but you can see like over the past month or week, all the posts that you've created, because it does pull it from Instagram and Facebook, even if you don't schedule it from there. So it's kind of nice just to see an overview. And again, you can create posts here. So you can create posts on Planner, on the scheduler, or on posts and stories. So they really want you to use that aspect right now. And then insights. So this is fantastic to see your insights all in one place. Now you don't have to look at Facebook insights versus Instagram insights. You can see them all in one place and filter them by results and I'll show you just different charts of results on Instagram and Facebook. You can filter by reach, see how many people your posts have reached. It just shows you recent content down here. And then you can sort it by like reach, impressions, engagement. And then content, this is what it'll rank your content, your recent content. You can choose again by reach, likes, comments, shares. And this is important to check out so that you can see what content is really resonating with your audience. Let's say you want to see how many comments. And that's really important to you. So you can filter it out, see which posts have the most comments, the most engagement. So then you'll know what kind of post is resonating with your audience. And there's something that I just want to mention about insights because they will change daily. So you can see here, it's like this goes over the last 28 days, compares it to like the month before. But I would like, if you do check your insights, to look over the past year or so, or the past 6 months as a whole. As long as you have consistent growth, that's fantastic. So it'll change, like I said, daily or weekly. So let's say you schedule your posts or you create your posts on Thursdays and Saturdays. So if you get on to check this on Tuesday and you haven't posted anything yet, obviously your reach is going to be down because that's how you reach people, is with posts. So if you haven't posted anything yet that week and you're checking out this week compared to the last one, your reach on Instagram and Facebook will probably most likely both be down. So take insights with a grain of salt, and I would like you to look at it more as a whole, maybe a monthly, like, like I said, 6 months or a year. As long as you have some steady growth, I would focus more on that than the day-to-day or the week-to-week insights. So, and then the last one is your audience. And I actually created a different slide for this just to show you what it looks like. So this breaks down age, gender. You'll see all the demographics on Facebook and Instagram. So you can filter by cities, country, age, gender, and this is great to look at so you can see where your audience is and you can make sure that the audience that is following you or liking you on Facebook is your target audience. So it's just kind of nice to check just to make sure that the audience that you are appealing to, the audience that your content is appealing to, is actually the audience that you want to see it. And yeah, and then there's a few other graphs here as well. But it's really nice to see it all in one place. You can see how the audience varies from different platforms. And it's just a great insight just to kind of check. It doesn't change as often as reach and impressions will, but it still does change over time. And then the last one I wanted to talk about is settings, because this is where you're going to do your Instagram connections, your general page settings, but this is also where you're going to have your page roles. So if you have more than one person managing your page, this is where you will add them as this. So if you created the page, you will automatically be an admin. And there's different roles. There's editors and moderators. There's a few ones, ad analysts and stuff, but we're not going to get into that at the moment. So I'll show you the difference between these. So the admin obviously can pretty much do everything. The editor they have a little bit less. No one besides the admin can actually manage the page roles and settings. So the admin is the one that has to add other people as editor, moderator, whatever. So the editor can do almost as much, but they can't manage the page roles or settings. And it is good to note that you can have multiple admins of a page. And then the moderator is more kind of like if you're moderating a Facebook group or a Facebook page, they can respond to messages, respond to comments, and in some cases create ads. They can like view insights, view the page quality, but they won't be able to really make changes or anything. So this is just good to know the difference between these. If you are going to add someone else to your page, if you add them as an admin, they can do everything for the business. But again, if they're an editor or moderator, there's going to be some limitations on what they can do. So I just wanted to add this in here so you had a general idea of this, because honestly, this is one thing that a lot of people ask about, like what's the difference? So I thought this chart would kind of help. So to sum up the Facebook Business Suite, it is a great tool. This is one of I think the best things that Facebook has come out with recently. It's a great way to see all of your activity on Instagram and Facebook in one platform. All the insights, all your messages and comments, they're just making it as easy as possible for you to run both platforms and run them as well as you possibly can, so that you won't miss comments, you won't miss messages, you won't miss any DMs. And then using saved responses and away responses can help save you a lot of time while staying in communication with your customers, potential clients, just so that they know that they can reach out to you whenever, but also that you will get back to them during your business hours. And then by monitoring and constantly kind of checking your insights in your audience, you can make sure that you are putting out content that resonates with them. So this is why it is important to check your reach, or check them by post, like your reach, your engagement levels, the impressions, just so that you know that the content you're putting out is really resonating with your audience. And then you can create more of the content that they're loving. So that is pretty much sums up our business suite introduction. And like I said, so the next few webinars, we're going to really be getting into some of this. Like we're going to be going into insights, explaining everything about them, how to read them, how to, kind of change your content to change the insights, get them up. And probably one about content creation, going over using this planner. So we're really going to get into this, but I want you to understand the basics of Facebook Business Suite. And then if you have time to try to set some of this stuff up, like look at it on your page so that you'll be ready to implement what we go over in the next few webinars. So let me see if there's any questions at the moment. Double check. And again, if there isn't any questions, or while you are going over this, or setting it up later on, and you do have a question, you can't remember where something is, feel free to reach out to us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or even just send us an email. And I'll make sure to get your questions answered or give you a little walkthrough for it. So I hope this was beneficial to you, and I can't wait to get more into Facebook Business Suite to help you and your practice all in one space. Well, have a great afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us. Bye.